Amis, c'est l'heure de la jeunesse. Suivons la voie de la sagesse qui nous appelle, qui nous invite à l'union. C'est la voie de la nation.
Fellow Cameroonians, I'm Jacques Bouhga Hagbe, a Cameroonian economist and candidate in the upcoming presidential election in October 2025 in Cameroon. In this video message, I would like to tell you about my proposals for the policy I will pursue in the field of sports. Cameroonian sport mirrors all other sectors of our country's life. Although blessed by nature, our country consistently mismanages its resources, human and otherwise, whether in the sports sector or elsewhere. As in other sectors, the problem of Cameroonian sport is a problem of human resources management. If we agree to ignore the lack of material resources, which is itself the result of poor economic policies and poor governance. In the field of sport, the most obvious and the most shameful manifestation of this inability to manage our human resources is the quasi-systematic use of expatriates during major international sporting competitions. With me, this will end. These days, nothing is left to the vagaries of nature. Success is, above all, the result of well thought out and meticulous preparation. This is true everywhere, including in the world of sport. We must understand this in Cameroon. If I'm elected, Cameroon will adopt a framework law defining the main basis of sports policy in Cameroon. The first focus of this law will be on the state's responsibility for training Cameroonian coaches in Cameroon or abroad. Priority will be given to former Cameroonian sports stars, that is, former players of Cameroon's national teams, except for those who have distinguished themselves through indiscipline and who have been sanctioned. These coaches, those trained at the expense of the state, will have to serve it for a certain minimum number of years. They will be used, among other things, for various training and coaching activities for young people in Cameroon. The second element of this new framework law for sport in Cameroon will deal with the status of coaches or coaching teams of national teams. First, the positions of national team coach and national technical director will be merged into a single position. Secondly, any Cameroonian or foreign person appointed to the position of coach of a Cameroonian national team will have a clear and proper contract with the Cameroonian state. The national team coaches will be required to deliver results and quality of play because Cameroon will have to win beautifully and deserve its victories. Therefore, contracts will need to specify that for team sports, coaches build winning teams by developing fast team play. Coaches' performance indicators will have to be included in their contracts. These will include the winning percentage in official tournaments that will be assigned to each coach as a contractual obligation. For team sports, these indicators will include the average number of passes made by team players before losing the ball and the average time spent between two passes by team players. Adequate software and cameras will be made available to coaches by Cameroonian federations to enable them to monitor their contractual performance indicators. Coaches' contracts will specify the thresholds for performance indicators above or below which the state, through sports federations, could terminate these contracts. The contracts of these coaches will also stipulate that they will be dismissed if they are involved in any act of corruption. The framework law on sports will stipulate that the technical support team of national teams, including the coaches, will be appointed by the President of the Republic on the joint proposal of the federation concerned and the ministry responsible for sports. In the event of disagreement between the federation and the Ministry of Sport, each party will have to send separate proposals to the President of the Republic explaining the reasons for its disagreement with the proposals of the other party. It will therefore be up to the President of the Republic to resolve these disagreements. The President of the Republic will have the authority to appoint persons other than those proposed by the Ministry of Sports and the federations. I continue my proposals on sports policy in another video message available on the website cameroonmovement.net. As you can see, our country can recover very quickly. Do not be discouraged. Register to vote and do everything you can to vote in October. Join the Cameroon Movement on his website, cameroonmovement.net, and let us fight for change in peace but with determination. Your financial support remains crucial. It consists of making donations to the Cameroon Movement through the means available on his website. We will need a lot of financial resources to mobilize the Cameroonian people and monitor their vote for the liberation of Cameroon. Do not be afraid. Our only true political party is Cameroon. Do not be afraid. Long live free Cameroon. Long live free Africa. Thank you for your kind attention.
C'est la voix de la nation.